Okay, so this is from my Apeman Game Camera, and I've got 44 videos on it, so I'm going to show it all to you. And this is let me get this up here. So I'll just show you, this is all 44 videos, 1 minute long, each one 1 minute long. And the first couple are me setting up the camera, and the last couple are from me and Joey walking by, and then me taking the camera down. Alright, so what I'm doing here, I'm not putting the full 1 minute video on this. I'm just showing the main part that set off the camera, and then most of them, or the rest of the 1 minute, is just it's just going through to the 1 minute mark after the vehicles already drove by and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a little comment here, commenting on it as we go. And this was a lot more vehicles and a lot more people going through than I had thought this area would be. Okay, so here we go. I think I'm gonna set a camera right up in there. This is a good open area right here to catch something.
You know what, I was thinking maybe...
Yeah, there was... Okay, this was actually my third game camera that I set out that morning. Just taking videos when triggered by movement.
Is that too far for the motion detector to go up?
No, it's not, no. No. Alright, I'm gonna set this third game camera right back in here. So I'm just showing a little bit of me setting up the camera, and then I'll go through and show all the videos, and I separated each video out, and then I'll show just a little bit of me picking the camera back up. This trail here doesn't look like so none of this right here is actually like I got two different videos showing here, and it's not I don't actually have it like together at the same time. It's just two separate videos from me putting the camera up. I was trying to make sure it wasn't right on this trail. This trail doesn't look used. So this trail is definitely not used. This is an Apeman camera, at least by humans. I had no humans come by on this actual trail. But these also, remember, this is a 3-week period. So what you're fixing to see, the traffic and stuff going through here is over a 3-week period. Help hide the camera. So I was trying to say I didn't have the videos linked or synchronized. I'm just showing like a couple different scenes here. Survey the area. They're not synchronized. And show that there's nobody walking around barefoot out here. Or if there is, maybe we can catch them on camera. Okay, that one's ready. And we do catch some people walking through here, catch some people on bicycles. I catch quite a few people driving through the area. Mostly Jeeps. A lot of Jeeps drive through. There's a couple of things there that might be hanging. So I got it descented. So being a hunter and a tracker, I like descenting the cameras and anything I've touched, and using the gloves, setting it up so I don't leave my scent. It's not hidden as good as the other one, but I think that'll work. You got a good clear area over here. Alright, so that's the first one. That's with me when I set the camera up. So that was the very first video. So now I can get these gloves off. So see here, I'll separate them. Alright, that's the second video. So that must have triggered when me and Joey were walking off. Because once I said it, we walked off pretty quick. Alright, so like I said, I caught quite a few Jeeps driving through here. And this was in a 3-week period, like I said, that we left the cameras out. Caught some people on bicycles. So that was just after dark right there. And I'm getting these my night shots like this is getting clouded over there, so I'm going to retire this camera too. I'll try to get me at least one more new game camera. I'm really liking the GardePro cameras. And that guy drives by with his dog on the cart, so I catch him a couple of times driving through there like that. And these two guys here are turkey hunting. It's turkey hunting season right here. The one guy that's in the back, I think I've caught him on here a couple times driving through here. And one time getting out and walking around. It looks like the same guy. You'll see that coming up here. So that was the purpose of setting these cameras out too, was to get anybody that's walking through. Now here's 3 women walking through here, and this is getting right at dark. And I think the wind set this one off. There's a couple more too that I try to clear stuff away in front of the camera so the wind's not setting it off. But I think that did. There was some stuff in there. And then here's one, this truck, he backs up and turns around. This right here seems to be a spot that people like to turn around or stop and park. And right here. So this next one was just him leaving. Also, like I said, I cut these down so they're not showing the full 1 minute. That would have made a really long video. That one was just the wind set it off. This one again, the wind set it off. And Joey told me he had a lot of that on his game camera, where we had it set up in Devil's Creek. He had a lot of the wind blowing, setting his camera off. So there's another Jeep. And this is the deer. This deer comes walking through right here. And this deer appears to be limping. Looks like it's got a wounded front leg. But at least it's feeding, it's eating really good here. So hopefully it'll heal up really good. You can see it's eating almost the whole time in the videos here. This one and the next one is this deer here. But she's obviously eating really good, so she should heal up. And again, the same deer still right there in front of the camera. And this deer had obviously never smelled my scent around the game camera. Of course, this was a few days later too. Also, this game camera has audio, so you hear a little bit of audio from it. I think my newer cameras, though, they have a lot better audio, and the camera on them is a lot better too. So this is the third video here. This is still the same deer. You can see she's eating really good. And then this truck here, this truck comes through a couple times. And I think this is that guy that was one of the turkey hunters. It's in one of the videos he gets out and walks around. And there's that guy again with his dog. Another Jeep. There's that same white truck. So if you watch close here, I was talking about that spot right there. See, he just pulled up there and stopped. And that person got out and goes around the front of the truck. So it looks like she squats down and pees in front of the truck. You can kind of see a little bit of her here in a second as she squats down. So you can't really see her, but you can just see a little bit of her right there in front of the truck. So she must have got out to pee right there. So this seems to be a spot that people like to stop and park or stop and turn around or even pee right there. Because you'll see another guy come up in a little bit here and pee right there. It just seems like it must attract people for certain things. So see there, he's leaving. He backed out and leaving. So I think that was still him right there that set this one off. This is another one, just the wind set it off. So this area had a lot more human traffic going through it than I thought it would. And I don't know if that's that same deer. If it is, it's not limping. But that deer there's not limping. So it could be the same doe. See, that truck just stopped right there in that spot. Apparently nobody ever saw my camera, my game camera there. This is that guy in the white truck. See that hawk just fly by him? That was either a hawk or an owl. I think he was one of the hunters, one of the turkey hunters that was at the front there at the beginning. That's him again with the backpack on. And again, these game cameras are not perfect Because like right there, he must have walked by it with the backpack on and then come back by. And that's him leaving. So as you can see, he just backed up into that spot right there. That seems to be a popular spot right there that attracts people. And then this guy on a motorcycle, he stops right there too. So there, he just did a little loop and he's going to stop right there. And then he's going to walk over and take a leak right there too in that same spot. So getting all this information here, this is a lot of information on this one area here with the game camera. Just setting it up like this for surveillance, so you know what's going on in the area. So you should be using game cameras in your research. It's not a waste of time. This guy here, he looks like a sheriff's deputy. He's out here walking around. He might be on duty or just taking a break or on his lunch break or something and just out walking around a little bit. He don't look like he's looking for anything in particular. But as you see, he just went to that same spot. So this shows you right here that people are attracted to that one spot right there. Either to park or back in and turn around or get out and pee or whatever. And here's another Jeep. And all this was over a three-week period. So it's not really all that much traffic in 3 weeks, but it's more than I thought it would have been. Somebody else walking. And I'm looking at these people, what they're wearing and their stride, their step and stride as they're walking. There's 3 women that walk by, that guy, the other guys. Alright, so there's me and Joey going to the other game cameras first. So I'm watching all that on here too, like I said, the people walking, their step, their stride, what they're wearing. Alright, and then there's the me picking up the game camera and turning it off. I'll have to change my screen on there because I'm realizing the white screen I got on it glares. I noticed that with my tape measure too. I got the white tape measure and it glares, so the camera don't see the measurements on it very good. So again here I'm just showing a little bit of picking the game camera up. Alright. So this one's facing up in there. And again, I'm going to hold the phone up in front of it. I like doing that, like I said, to show the date and time. Try to make sure they're. And again, these are not synchronized. I'm just showing you a little bit of footage. At least within a couple minutes. Picking up the camera. Alright, so let's check this out. Okay, memory card's still there. Because this one don't have an outside lock on it. Okay, batteries are still good on this one. Alright, so we're going to take these home and see what we get. Should be pretty interesting here. Alright, so these locks here, I had 4 of these. Finishing this video up. So I'll put a piece of tape, different color tape on each key. And then I'm going to start going through the game camera, on the lock. The GardePro Game Camera that had the videos. So we'll see what we got on it. And then I'll do the other one last, the one that's taking photos along the river there. Because that's going to be a lot of photos to go through. And then we go get Joey's camera. I got one of my locks on his camera. Because that one taking photos, it takes 2 photos every minute. Alright, so if you're not using game cameras, a lot of photos to go through. In your research, you really should be. Because you're going to get, you might get something weird or odd. Like I catch a lot of orbs. I've caught an orb carrying a deer off. I know that's strange. That sounds weird and strange, but I've actually caught that on game camera. And then too, like me and Joey were talking about, you're gonna know the animals that are moving around through here. It'll help you with tracking. Like around here we have deer and hogs. It'll help you determine if you're seeing a deer track or a hog track. And if you see the animal on camera, it'll help you to see what the tracks look like out here in the wild. A lot of people do have a problem with mixing up the deer and the hog tracks, not being able to realize which one's which sometimes. It can be kind of hard sometimes to tell the difference. So there's a lot of reasons that you should be using game cameras and not just thinking, oh, it's a waste of time. You're gonna know the animals that are moving around through here. It'll help you with tracking. Like around here we have deer and hogs. Alright, so the next game camera video coming up soon. I'm going to start looking through it now. Hope you enjoy.